The number one problem beginner traders say they have is access to capital to trade the forex market. In this video, I'm going to give you a 4-step process that's going to solve this problem for you for good. Keep watching to the end. And if you are new to the channel, like the video if you learned something valuable from it, and subscribe to the channel to get more forex tips for beginners. Just the other day, I told my brother that Dick Jr., one of the most prominent forex traders in Nigeria, just secured a $200,000 uh, forex funded account to trade starting from January this year. Now, I'm sure that many beginner forex traders that see this are going to wonder, God, when, how am I ever going to go from what I am now to having this amount, $200,000 in funded capital to trade the forex market? Well, guys, what I'm about to tell you is definitely going to help you a long way. In fact, it's going to set you up to the point that when you are done with it, you will easily be able to scale up your capital to something of that level as you go further down your forex career. Step one, find out how much capital in total you need to trade the forex market. So, for example, if you say, all right, I'm a beginner trader, let's not shoot too high. Let's say I want about 350,000 naira as my startup capital to trade the forex market. If you have a figure, that is the first starting point. What is the figure going to be? For me, my own figure is 1 million naira. If I had 1 million naira to trade the forex market right now, that would be a very good starting point for me. All right, so find out that figure in your head and stick to that figure. It shouldn't be something so crazy, all right, because you are still learning. This is the beginning phases. Find that figure and keep it in your mind. Let's go to step two. Step two, find out the duration it will take you to get that figure in step one. If I said, okay, I want 1 million naira as startup capital to trade the forex market, how long is this going to take me? How long do I want this to take me? Once you have a timeline in your head, you have the value of the money in your head, we are good to go to step three. But before we go to step three, I know you might be wondering, why put a tenure on how long I want the money? I want it now. And I know most of you want the trading money right now. But in this process, I'm telling you, you have to put a timeline to getting the money. And it's not going to be now. It's not going to be this month. You have to put a timeline to when you're going to get the money from step one. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Forget about any get rich quick schemes. This is not it. If that's what you thought this was, keep scrolling. This is for people who are serious about their forex journey. All right, so set that time on your head. Between this period and this period, I should have this X amount of money as my trading capital. This is a very important part. Now listen up. The strategy you are going to use to get this trading capital is called dollar cost averaging. Now, people in finance already know what this means. So, dollar cost averaging in this case is basically you find out the total amount of funding you want to fund, right? And then you divide it by the amount of months or weeks or days you want to use to get that total funding capital. All right. Now, let's say I wanted to get 100,000 naira as my startup funding capital. If I said I want to get this money within 10 months, what does that mean? With dollar cost averaging, it means I have to invest 10,000 naira per month for 12 months to get 100,000 naira. That makes sense? Very good. So instead of saying, oh, where am I going to get 100,000 naira? This is an example. Where am I going to get 100,000 naira in bulk and just put it? Forget about the bulk plan. Forget about, oh, let me just get it in bulk like Jeffrey Benson. You're not Jeffrey Benson, you're a beginner. Okay, right? So you apply dollar cost averaging, meaning from whatever job you are doing, from whatever hustle you are doing, right? Divide the amount of money you need as your startup capital, as your trading capital, by the amount of time you want to get that money. And then you know the amount you are going to drop per month or per week or per day to make that dream a reality. This is the best way that beginner traders can scale up their funded capital. This is the easiest way, honestly speaking. There's no pressure to it. You grow month by month until you get your startup capital. I mean, if it wasn't obvious already, I'm sure now you realize that for that step three to work for you, you have to be doing something already. You can't just be laying around saying, oh, well, somebody should just dash me funded account. Somebody should just, where will I get the money from? For step three to work in this strategy to get your capital, you have to be doing something already right now. Whether it's a 9 to 5 job, whether you have a skill, whether you have a handwork, you have to be doing something that will fund that goal month by month or week by week or day by day, however you prefer to do it. You get? So this is not a strategy for lazy people. No. Hello, if you are lazy and you're not doing anything right now, you better go and get something to do so that this will fund your dream. Going to step four. This is very important. Oh, as far as money management is concerned, this step four is so important. You don't want to miss it. Step four is this. Listen attentively. Step four is capital preservation. Let's be clear. The whole point of you gathering this money inch by inch until you get to the final destination is not that while you're gathering it, you now go and use one stupid lot size and blow your entire account midway through, and then you now have to start from scratch. No, you understand? Capital preservation. You get, so you have two choices. One, be extra, extra careful with your lot sizing and your leverage. If you are going to trade this live account while you are building it up, be extra careful. You cannot exceed 0.01. In fact, I advise you not to even trade gold this period because you're still building your account. Do not trade gold this period. You know how volatile gold is. Stick to pairs that are less volatile. GBP, JPY, Euro USD, whatever. You understand? Okay. Two, don't even touch it at all until you finish it. Trade demo account in the meantime and get your strategy right. And don't touch it at all until you finish getting your capital. This is very important because if you go and say, oh well, at least another one is coming next month, let me just start trading, and then you can't control your greed, guess what's going to happen? The market is going to take you out. Because if you haven't gotten all the basics right, the money management basics, the psychology basics, the technique basics, if you haven't gotten it right, you will blow this account you are creating and start from scratch. And if you didn't learn your lesson the first time, when next you start from scratch, you still blow it again because you are not getting it. You understand? This is so important. I plan to use this year, 2026, to grow my account, my own personal account, to 1 million naira. This is my plan. I'm going to be dropping a video about this soon, so make sure you watch out. If you got something useful from this video, leave a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.